And my camera freezes up for the first 3 seconds.
Welcome! Oh, wow. Actual
Wow.
recording is higher quality.
It's good.
Interesting.
It's really good. I'm glad. Well, we only have the best quality for our listeners at the Profoundless podcast, and welcome to another episode. See if I'll actually get to host this one.
We'll see.
I hope you were satisfied, Mr. Jacob, about
It'll stave me off for a little while, perhaps.
keep him at bay, of course. Well, nice thing is I already got one in the book for, or at least on the books, because I didn't get to do it yet, for the podcast idea today. But gentlemen, tell me, how was your time since we last met?
Well, it sure was time.
Oh.
Time did pass.
Wow.
Quite a bit. A couple hours, I'd say.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Frankly, I've been, and Merk, I believe, has also been dabbling in a new game of sorts, known as Balatro. It's a great game.
Card addicts out there.
It's a roguelike poker game. No gambling, but, well, I mean...
What is roguelike?
Fake.
What does that even mean?
It just means you can upgrade your belongings in the game. Basically, so you play poker, but you get these jokers that upgrade your hands that you play, and you have to get a certain amount of chips and all that.
And multipliers and math and numbers that you don't have. I like it because it's numbers based, but you don't have to think about the numbers. Just pick the bigger one every time.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty fun, Jeb. You should play with us.
300 times 42. I don't need to know that. Just play. Hit play.
Yeah.
Never heard of the game. So
it's fantastic.
I found it through Markipliers, but basically
Markiplier.
With your when you get a new iPhone, you get 3 months free of Apple Arcade. So I did the free thing, but basically this is what you start out with. It's kind of blurry, but you got to get this small blind. You got to earn 300 chips right there, as you can see. And you just start out with normal cards.
It gets bizarre. Yeah. I don't know how people reach 1 million in that. Because some of those blinds are over 1 million. But how would you even build that up? That makes no sense.
A lot of celestial packs.
Yeah.
The real ones, no. Yeah.
I got that one card up to 106. Like, that was my best play by far.
Dang, bro. Nice.
Anyways, Watcher fans, leave a comment.
Yeah, it's fun, Jeb.
Tell us which poker you play the most.
Yep.
Wonderful.
How are you?
Well, I haven't really been playing many games, which is why I kind of have a hankering for playing some games this evening. But it's been a whirlwind. Tell you what, I was kind of relieved when you decided to ransack the podcast there, Jacob, because frankly, I was just grasping for air,
Well, I got good news for you, Jeb. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Thanks
again.
Part 2. Nah.
This is actually just Jacob's podcast now, so we just tag along.
Always has been.
Wow, he does do a lot of the behind-the-scenes work, that's for sure.
Oh, no, I think I contribute a fair amount of it.
Yeah, I'm sure you do, Merk.
He sends me the files, I just look them over. And,
he hops in Riverside.
Convert them from the audio file to MP4. And then I control the Spotify, I control the YouTube.
Right. Yeah, I forgot about that, actually.
Wonderful. Well, let me introduce you to the game, gentlemen. Now, those of you listening,
I just lost the game.
Oh. That's funny.
That's crazy.
No, it's not that game. Although, if we were, you would lose, Merk.
I did just lose the game first. It's
all right.
Well, I guess that makes you happy, huh, Jacob? You get the.
I'm happy to have won this episode. Thank you, Jeb, for the hosting. It's kind of shorter, but it'll make editing a lot easier. Merk, loser speech.
Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing
sorry,
to say?
your mic's cutting out.
Ow!
Your mic's cutting out.
Anyway.
You just cut him off.
Oh, I can hear you now. Okay.
Well, y'all might be a little familiar with a popular game known as Apples to Apples. But this is a kind of a little bit different version, as we're all in 3 different states and we don't have a card pile to draw from. So, little improvising here, but I think it'll be a little entertaining to see, as I'll be the judge and our 2 contestants here, Mr. Merk and Jacob, will be the contestants submitting their best answers to the prompts I give. So we'll jump right into it. Is there anything you guys need clarification on before we jump in?
Yes. Am I writing this down before I show you an answer? I got pens ready all the time.
So you're able in this game. All I'm going to do is give a prompt that I have prepared, and you can either play it to be funny, you can play it to the person, you can play it however which way. And you give the best response based on whether you think it is relevant or whatever you choose. So you can use all of the resources you need to do so. Internet is open, but the prompts are going to be kind of all over the place. That's the only warning I have for the prompts. So we will do an even number of prompts, and I'm not sure how long it'll take because it'll be kind of dependent on how long you guys give your answers. So we'll start out with 10, so it's even. And then if we have time for more, we'll keep moving. And these also could be like story questions or things like that, but generally they'll just be kind of like, for a very general example, it'll be like, what is the worst possible food item or something like that. And you can either go creative or you can be like, no, this is actually what I think the worst is.
Okay. All right.
Again, I'm the judge, so
Let's go.
Kind of playing towards me, but I'm not just a one-trick pony, so feel free to examine other areas. So I thought this one would be fun. So the first prompt, I'll keep it simple, 1 word. What is... you don't have to keep the what is in there, but the word is engineering. So
what? So you have to make that funny?
You don't have to make it funny. You just have to make it. How do you fit the prompt? So what would you play as?
Oh,
like what you would describe as engineering. What would you? What do you think of when you think of engineering? Could be funny.
So we run it back. I'm confused. I am perplexed. I'm vexed.
I think I kind of understand. So
okay, I give.
So the topic is engineering.
No, the prompt is engineering. So like just like in the game Apples to Apples, you might get something that's like cheerful or optimistic or gross or sporty or some description of something, and my prompt is something engineering. So you then would give your best possible definition, description, or you could do something related to engineering that you would think is funny. But I'm not going to give you any examples because I want it to be original. But again, it's like what you can think of. So
okay, I'll try my best, I guess.
All right, I think I got a phrase. I have a phrase of sorts.
All right.
A phrase.
So once you have those down, you both have to have them down before you can share.
All right, I'm written.
I have it. I mean, yeah.
Let it be said. Okay. All right, Merrick, you can go first.
All right, so topic is engineering, yes?
Yeah.
Jet fuel does not melt steel beams.
Excellent.
Am I right?
We'll keep that in the podcast.
That is so
You'll keep that in? All right.
Yeah. All right, Jacob.
So the only thing I could think of that would be funny is I'm floundering. What's it called? What's those extension bricks that have outlets in them? What's it called?
Power strip.
Power strip. Yeah, power strip plugged into itself. Infinite electricity. And
I see.
I think of that when I think of engineering students in some class. They're like plugging it in. So,
what are you guys
Similar
even learning?
I like the one where it's like the breaker, but they like wire the breaker switch to where it can't flick over. It's just like nailed down into the wall, so it can't.
Yeah.
And then it's like unstoppable force meets the immovable object, and it's just like a plug-in outlet that loops to itself to just blow it up.
Pretty much. I was kind of perplexed by the prompt, but I think that's what I came up with.
No, we're getting the hang of it. This will be good.
I'll give you one a little bit more generic than that in the next round. But I gave you both a point on that one. Those were both great responses.
Trying to keep it neutral. I get it.
Well done.
Give him
really, Merk.
I gotta make it easy on the first one. You know, I can't pick
I understand. Yeah.
No.
Merk's trying to not lose his job in the federal sector, I believe.
I got promoted to test subject actually recently. Can't go into detail. Top secret. Not really. It's
of course
pretty dumb.
Of course.
All right. Next up.
This one is closely tied to engineering. Actually, it is. You might have to look this word up, but it's something you would describe as woebegone. And it's spelled Woebegone. Woebegone.
Wait, I'm gonna write this out.
It's like woe be gone.
Sad or miserable in appearance.
What?
That's an engineering term?
No, it's just something I would use to describe engineering sometimes.
Okay. Sad or miserable in appearance. Don't look so woebegone, Joanna.
Yeah, Joanna. She sits on her porch.
What am I to do?
There you go. All right. So, the prompt is, what is something you would describe as woebegone?
I think I have an answer locked in.
All right.
Man, I don't know.
I believe in you,
What?
Merk. Woebegone. Just look at the definition and
I did. I can write down the actual definition, the example you used. How about that?
Yeah, but you have to pick something that fits with woebegone.
How do you use this in engineering all the time? What?
I don't.
You just said you used it. Didn't you?
Something I would say is closely related to engineering.
Are things that bad? Are buildings that bad? What's going on?
Yeah, no, life.
You have the inside knowledge.
Life in general. I'd say there's a lot of miserable people at the school of mines. That's my general takeaway. So if you put school of mines as woebegone, that would be pretty funny.
All right, I got it.
All right. Well, Jacob, you can go first this time. What's something you would describe as woebegone?
Somebody I would describe as woebegonst or woebegoning would be Hillary Clinton sitting in the crowd at Trump's inauguration, listening to him talk about declassifying documents. And, yeah, I could just see that expression. Probably.
I see.
Nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
Points for creativity.
Also, George Bush.
There's a lot of
last answer.
There's a lot of sad people in that crowd.
Yeah, very much, very much.
All right. Well, Merk, what's your woebegone?
I don't.
Say it.
School of Mine students on Adderall.
What?
Are they?
Truly,
There's
playing to the host.
There truly is quite a few of them on Adderall. So
it doesn't change through all universities. Oh.
Well, nice, Merk.
Maybe I would just put college students in general.
So true. The nice part about actual apples to apples is that you have like only a limited things to choose from, and then you're just kind of forced to like pick one of them and just be like,
that's the one.
I got this card that says Beyonce, and I'll play it for Wobegon. And it's like, it doesn't make no sense. So, excellent. Well, we'll keep moving forward. I didn't give you a point on that one, Merk, because you basically just wrote down the thing that I said. So.
Yeah, but there's Adderall, so you should focus in on it, right?
Yeah, the Adderall really was a good point. Forgot about the Adderall.
Dang it.
Adderall would make me happy. I love.
I forget miserable. Adderall's what they need.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. I feel like this one plays well with maybe the game. So the prompt is misunderstood.
Mm.
What would you describe as misunderstood, incorrectly interpreted, or appreciated?
As my camera lags out, our faces are illuminated by Google search.
They will then illuminate your minds.
Mm. Oh boy, he found a funny.
It's so stupid. Oh no!
All right, I'll give you about 30 more seconds to figure out what you're gonna say.
I'm ready. I'm locked in.
I'm debating between two things here.
This guy looked up misunderstood funny on Google, I bet.
No. This is not my answer, but I looked up Mr. Understood.
Mr. Stood.
Mr. Stood.
Understood. Standing under. Mr.
Alright,
Stood.
but my real answer is just Thanos, I guess.
Okay.
That's my main takeaway from the Marvel films.
True.
Thanos was really misunderstood. That was the main tragedy.
Hey, the after whatever that one show was, the mug that said Thanos was right. Remember that? Anyways, no one watches that anymore, so I'm alone.
That one show?
Just give him the point.
I just know about all the Redditors saying, actually Thanos had a good point, there's a lot of pointless people. So...
Aren't they the point? They are the pointless... What?
No, Merk, they're just misunderstood.
Self-diss? Wow.
Wow.
Crazy. Okay, I'm going to give my answer because Merk gave his.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a form of a short story. Very short. A guy gets into a taxi, and he didn't realize it's a bear driving the taxi. And he says, "Mall, please."
What?
Terrible misunderstanding. The bear mauled him to death. Anyway.
Maybe, he didn't finish the joke, so maybe he actually did drive him to the mall.
Yeah, but I think
it ended in a terrible misunderstanding. He asked so nicely. I don't know.
So did the bear reach through the dividing glass and just...
No, it's Uber.
Uber?
Yeah.
Alright.
Thank you for breaking down my joke that I stole.
Of course. Don't worry.
That was good. That was good, though. I think it was point worthy, nonetheless. All right. So this next prompt is a a little different. It's not really a description. But what if you were to give an answer to this question? What would be the best reasonable answer?
Reasonable.
Not funny.
Well,
play to the host.
Reasonable. So, okay. Why doesn't McDonald's sell hot dogs? There you
go. I mean, I already got an answer. I already got one.
Something here. There's something here. Hold on.
There's really a lot of potential with this one, Major food chain. Common item. Such as the dog.
And I'm going to have to cut out a lot of thinking in this episode.
So true.
I got nothing. Oh, my goodness.
I can just say mine.
Yeah, just go for it, Merk.
They don't serve hot dogs because they don't want to fix the hot dog machine.
Like the ice cream machine.
Because the hot dog machine broke when they tried it.
Just imagine you pull the handle and just hot dog right into the bun.
I got an answer.
Yeah.
So the main reason why McDonald's does not serve hot dogs is because Ronald McDonald's great uncle, Phil McDonald, once choked to death on a hot dog.
You did what to McDonald? No.
Once choked to death on a hot dog, and ever since then, all the money. I don't know.
Fact check. We need a fact check.
Fact check. These are both very believable stories.
Rest in peace, Phil. Is that okay, Jeb? I'm sorry.
That was very creative. Good job. The idea behind the questions, behind the prompts, is really creativity. That's what you're looking for. So this one might be a little easier because it can only go a couple different ways, but what can go more ways than two is the justification you have for it being one way or another. So here's the prompt. If a giraffe were to wear clothes, where would the collar on its shirt go? On its neck.
So we agree that it's on his neck, right? Like that's obvious.
It at least is on the neck, but where on the neck? Is it like on the bottom, halfway, to the very top? Where would a giraffe wear
make this funny?
I'm not even being funny. I'm just good. I'm serious right now. I already have an answer. Like,
it doesn't necessarily have to be funny, but.
Jacob, if you don't go, I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, I would say
it's a discussion.
It goes as high up as the ladder will reach for the comically long naked beast, probably 3/4 of the way up his neck. I'm guessing there's some ladders that tall.
3/4.
So if I gave you a shirt with a ridiculously long neck collar, you would just wear it like. Because that's
the collar fold part would be exaggerated. It's like this huge fold that comes all the way up the neck.
But if a giraffe wears a collared shirt, right? Like we wear collared shirts, it sits at the base of our neck. Why wouldn't it just sit at the base of his neck? Collars are meant to sit at the base of the neck. It's not a choker where it would be at the throat. It's a collar at the base.
Well, I've seen some people with tall collars. They go like higher. And they come out like your traps.
Where's the buttons at?
You could go all the way up.
Oh boy, man. Is it still connected?
Collar? I hardly knew her. All right. Next, please. I'm dying.
Thank you for this episode, Jeb. He's frozen or something. I don't know where he
is. Yeah, he's gone. He died. Or he's just really still. Oh,
he's gone.
Hey, high five. We did it.
Let's
we
go,
eliminated the
Merk.
host. That's right.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Extra short episode. Do you want to rock, paper, scissors for host?
Well, last episode we disagreed on hostship, and your revolution was very successful. So now we are an oligarchy. We
could co-host the next episode.
True.
For Jeb.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could.
Yeah. Well, this little brief revolution is. I did not think it through. I don't know what to do now.
Welcome to the oligarchy, Merk.
Welcome back. I mean, if you want to make it more seamless, more seamless than that, you could cut that, I guess. But
ladies and gentlemen, we took a small, unscheduled break just for laughs,
just for fun. I was really tired. I wanted a quick nap before we recorded again.
True. Gotta stay rested.
Well, I'm glad we could reconvene because I really wanted to figure out what your guys' response to the rest of my prompts were. So I was dying to know, and it was hard to really just put a pin in it. So shall we jump right back into it? Huh? I got the current standing of Merk with 3 points and Jacob with 4. So
it's quite standing.
I think we have 5 more prompts, so there's still plenty of time for redemption there. And let's see how far we get, I suppose. Okay. First of all, let's go with this prompt. And it's pretty simple. It's just one word. Can't get too complicated, but boy, can it get really complicated. Prompt is women. Women. How would you either define women, describe women, or what's something you would relate with women? You can't just show me a picture of a woman, so this.
I feel like Jacob has a clear advantage over me in the fact that
what?
I can't say what I'm thinking, man. I can't do
it. You could, Merk. You could. You have a good. I'm sure you have a great definition up your sleeve.
What a lovely white screen you just pulled up, sir.
Ow!
You see?
Thank you.
Looking into the light of God.
You must be looking at white women.
Not quite.
He's looking at Swedish women.
No, I have a great answer for you.
Really? All right. Well, you guys both got answers then, or Merk, you still working on it?
He folded. I think his turn.
Fold.
I'm not sure what else to do, gentlemen.
It's all right.
Say something funny.
Just gotta go for it, you know. Shoot from the hip.
Peabod.
Whack. All right. Go ahead, Jacob, since you got a response.
I'm just going to quote the great Dutch philosopher Erasmus, who once said, "Women, can't live with them, can't live without them."
What a true statement, though. It's like the ultimate geezer quote about.
I know.
True.
It's even funnier that it was said in 1480 or so.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They knew it. The ancients knew.
From the very beginning, one might say.
Nothing new under the sun.
True.
All right.
Probably
Merk.
something in Song of Solomon, not song, something in Proverbs about that too. Leaky faucet.
I truly live on the corner of a housetop. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Our female audience is clicked out of the podcast.
Well, don't you worry. We'll even out the playing field. So
Yeah.
Go ahead, Merk. Go ahead.
One single word, and that word is tears.
Tears? What do you mean by that?
Tears. Could be joy or sadness at any given moment.
They're just always crying.
Yeah. Well.
What a patriarchal worldview. It's just...
Sometimes I have to cry a little bit.
It's kind of
sometimes,
sexist, right?
Sometimes the tears are inside. Sometimes out.
So you could just say human beings. Tears.
All right. Well, you both did great. That was really all that I expected. So, all right. Next prompt. We'll keep it moving, just to level out the playing field. Men. What would you use to describe men and or define men? Go for it. Not too complex. Don't overthink it. I feel like this one should be easier.
Pretty cool.
As you have experience with this topic.
I think we're pretty cool. I'm just gonna say cool, pretty cool. Yeah.
Is that your answer? That's your answer?
Yeah.
Excellent. I count the burp as a part of that answer.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say men.
Yeah. You can say that. You have to accept his first answer, right?
I'm reiterating the prompt.
No, that was your answer. I do believe.
Your response to defining men was men.
Goated when not full of soy. That's my answer.
Very, very nice. That's very true. No soy boys, as they say. Those are not real men.
My lungs are filled with plastic.
I do not touch
plastic out of my lungs.
There's estrogen in receipts. Do not touch them.
Receipt? Don't shop.
Give it a goog. Pull it up, Jamie. Pull it up. Pull it up.
Show me the facts. No hearsay allowed on the Profoundless podcast.
I get all my
receipts
information from memes, so that's the best way.
I get my news. I get my content of the world's.
In the words of the great
events.
Sam Hyde.
All right. Okay, really, blowing me away with some of these responses. This one is a little out of nowhere, but what do you think of when you hear the words WWE? I guess those aren't words, but letters.
Is that the prompt? This is the question?
Yeah. No, not like. Okay,
the
organization, like the WWE, like John Cena, like Hulk Hogan, the whole franchise, the WWE, formerly known as WWF. But then they got sued by the World Wildlife Foundation because, that made sense.
Can't do that, I guess.
Pandas are more important
than John Cena.
Changed my mind. Well, what would be your guys' response? What do you think of when you think of
completely
the WWE?
forget what it actually stands for. I know one of the W's is wrestling.
It's like World Wrestling Federation, but now it's like
Elite
Enterprise or something like that.
Yeah.
Entertainment.
Yeah. I think it's Enterprise.
It's a hot topic, It's a
white women excluded.
Entertainment. It is entertainment.
Oh, entertainment.
Yeah.
We produce entertainment.
Cut that last part. Or don't. I don't care anymore.
The brainchild of Vince McMahon. What a terrible person. All right. You guys enjoyers? You guys got responses? You get
So what exactly?
Merk can go
is the
first.
prompt?
The prompt
What
is
the prompt?
WWE.
Just the first thing we think when
That, or like how you would describe the WWE definition.
Got it, Merk. Oh wait, did I go? Did Merk go first last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, because the prompt was women, and he's just said tears.
Well,
After I said
and then
men.
we did men. Then
Right.
Merk did go first.
So go ahead.
Okay. First thing that comes to mind, great comedian, I guess. He's pretty good. Shane Gillis, talking about the big target audience of WWE is Down syndrome men and blue collar boys. So, yeah. Heck yeah, brother. I'm gonna rip you apart. I'm gonna rip you to pieces. Yeah.
So true. And very interesting demographic, although they're really trying to reach out to the young generation now.
That's true.
Because, young children need to be seeing all that.
Yeah, just the only thing you have to say is bad parenting. Well, yeah, I don't know.
No, that's
just
true.
those like middle-aged dads working in like a auto body shop that take their kids to the WWE thing. It's just like, yeah, we love this staged act where steroid men beat each other up for like 5 minutes.
That's why I said Down syndrome men and blue collar boys.
True.
Purposeful titles there.
Really.
That's why we love Dana White in the UFC. Yeah.
And I think the number one fighter is John Jones. In the world, pound for pound, uncontested. He said that.
He did say that. He really did.
What a man.
Bold take. We will see.
All right. Now this one's a little bit longer, but I think you guys will enjoy it. How would you define or describe meme culture?
Brain dead.
This can be any kind of memes.
My answer is brain dead.
Already there.
There's no denying. There's no escaping the truth. There's no thought.
But it still makes me laugh. Explain that.
True.
I think the best way I would describe it is the rot is bi-generational. Every other generation is funny. So
the rot
you got
consumes.
Gen Z. You got Gen Z being hilarious. Gen Alpha is iPad kids being cringe.
So true.
And then you got millennials are cringe. That's before us, so it goes Alpha cringe, Gen Z based. Millennials cringe. Gen was it Silent Generation? Whatever. The one
Gen
before
X
millennials was chill.
Gen X. That's Gen
Pretty
X.
chill. And then boomers cringe. And then just alternative rotating cringe. Rotating rot.
That is so true, though. It's a good point, because now that I think about it, like a lot of the things that people are like, "Oh, that's so funny! Oh my goodness! Doesn't that just make you want to laugh?" It's like, no, it doesn't. It really doesn't. No.
Your Facebook memes bore me.
Harry and I
need to see brain rot.
Harry, we send these millennial cringe memes back and forth to each other. It's like calling dogs doggos and calling, it's just painful. Cute doggo heckin'. It's all that Reddit terminology.
Can't even describe
I can't.
it.
I just
can't even do it.
I can't even finish.
I'm allergic.
All right, that's great. That was one of the better responses so far. So, now this one's I got to be a little creative because it's the second to last. We're at number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number.
I got to be a little creative here.
See, that's one right there. That's one right there.
Exactly.
Top 10 N-words. Number 1. 9.
Number 10.
Nice. Honorable mention. No.
All right.
Okay, I got something here.
He's got something there.
Now this one's a little bit more serious, but I think it kind of balances out our podcast here because there's plenty of room for funny, but I think we can give a little bit more profound, with some of our conversation here. Now this is not the word, but the word is, what is something you would describe as holy in the sense, not like a whole part of a pie, but as you might initially think, holy in the sense of like God. You can't just say God. So you have to be a little bit more
Jesus, Spirit.
Not that kind of holy, Merk.
Fine.
And you can't say God or Jesus. You can't just say like generally that.
Moly.
So give me your best response. I'm not going to say anything that you've said so far as an actual response, Merk. You have to give me a real one.
3 mulligans is crazy.
Oh
I didn't give you that many.
Mulligan.
Oh, so serious. Come on.
You like it, Merk? You like it? Don't tell me that you don't like it. You got to give somebody a little food for thought in the midst of the junk food that they listen to on this podcast.
I recommend seeing I don't know. Couldn't even recommend a therapist at this point if you are still listening. Perhaps a pastor.
Is there like a particular pastor in mind when you say that, Merk?
No.
Wait, is that your answer, or are you just saying go see a pastor?
I'm just speaking.
Just go see a pastor. They're holy.
Well,
is that your answer?
It's not my turn.
Okay, Merk, you can go second then. Jacob, you wanna give your answer?
I went first last time, didn't I? I don't know.
Who knows?
So I can't say anything.
You can't say something as simple as God or Jesus, because ultimately we know that is something we would define as the most holy. So be more descriptive. I don't want to like give an example completely, but like because I want it to be an original thought. But something you would describe as holy, it can be a part of God. I just don't want the answer of just being like, it's Jesus, because I mean, be a little bit more precise than that, I suppose.
I would say holy. The believer being indwelt by the Holy Spirit after they repent of their sins and believe in the gospel, they are holy. Not because of anything they did, but because of what Christ did, frankly. And I've said it before, no one else could do it. No one else.
No, a lot of people
for real though
say it was by works.
And that's frankly, the bride of Christ will be holy when Christ comes to pick her up.
True.
That's all I got. That's the best I got.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. That's what I'm...
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
There's a good example for you, Merk. I don't know. What you have to
I don't know. The first thing that came to mind is
guacamole.
Just... Yes.
I mean, you could even think of how you would define the word, right? It's just like any other prompt. Like, how would you define it? How would you describe it?
The first thing that came to mind for me was just honest, sincere worship. I don't know. It doesn't fit exactly, but just being real, whether it's like singing a hymn in church or whatever, or just like on your own, in a state of reverence brought on by the Spirit. I don't know.
This holy moment, perchance?
Caught us in this holy moment. Never want to leave.
Look at that. See?
How many times do you want to sing that? I think that's a good point, Merk.
Nothing else will do.
Worship should be holy because you're worshiping the holy God. So I think that's a great answer, because anytime that you hear the word holy in Scripture, it is used in a fashion of worship. So
good old psalm. Lovely little psalm.
So I like those responses. So now for the final response, this one I think just came with the episode, really. What would be something that you describe or define as profoundless? That is the prompt.
This podcast.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Vector.
Oh yeah.
That's it. That's all. That's the last answer.
All right.
That's it.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, we're done.
Profoundless. I mean, something that is profoundless, or just describe the podcast. I don't know.
No, it doesn't, like the word profoundless, not just the podcast, but something that you think would fit.
Got to think about the motto.
Profound conversations with less thought. This episode had a lot of thought.
Did it?
Oh,
did it really?
It
wasn't very profound, though.
I think I got my answer, Merk. You're going first.
I think I got it.
I already answered.
This podcast? That's your answer?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
I'm very specific in my instructions.
I'm going to sweep this point then. I'm going to sweep it.
You will sweep.
My answer is the book of Ecclesiastes.
Interesting.
The words of the teacher, the son of David, king in Jerusalem. Meaningless, says the teacher. Utterly meaningless.
Utterly meaningless.
Everything is meaningless. That's not the whole point of Ecclesiastes, but out of context, it's profoundless.
Solid.
So true. Wow. Well, there it is, gentlemen. We made it all the way through. 10 prompts later, and I feel no more profoundless than I did at the beginning. So
that's all we could ask for.
We did it.
I don't think our audience could say any different, but we'll see. We'll see how they review this episode. 5 stars all the way.
Rating. Yeah.
5 stars or 0 stars. Pick one. There's nowhere in the middle.
Both.
You cannot be.
This is the world of absolutes.
Mm-hmm. You will not be lukewarm
yes be yes,
rating.
And your no be no, lest we spit you out.
Well, of course, now is the time for the big announcement. Who had the best responses to the prompts? And the total points ended up being
the cat feeding machine.
The cat.
Honorable mention.
The Gats.
The best response yet. So Jacob had 9 points at the end.
Wow.
And Merk,
based on my 4 that I had initially, that must mean I had no points. Wow.
You could have gotten 10 points each. I gave a point if I thought that the response was creative and or funny.
My responses are neither creative nor humorous.
Merk, you had a 7.
Only me.
You had a 7. Merk, you didn't even laugh. It was 7. It was 7. You got 7, Merk. You only missed by 2, so you're not that bad.
Number of perfection, and I take no loss here.
Wow. Good thing I didn't have points for the very end.
My morale stands unflinching.
Good job.
Okay. So does that mean what I think it means?
Is that your loser speech, Merk? Because you lost.
It is.
Congratulations, you lost. Well, there you go. There you have it. Jacob will be the new host for next week. He earned it this time. Didn't have to steal it. Just genuinely won.
Not this time. We won hugely. Too big to rig, I'm calling it.
So much winning.
Yeah, we're back. We're so back.
Unbelievable amounts of back.
Coincidence.
Levels of back never before achieved.
You can definitely tell the demeanor change between this podcast and the last one. Because it's like, we're all just like, all right, just get to 30 minutes or just get to 20.
Kill me.
No, good episode, Jeb. Good episode. Very
good.
Thought-provoking, funny.
I know it could have been a lot better, but we're trying. We're trying here.
We do try.
We're strapped for time, and we're strapped for cash. What can you expect? Maybe Merrick's not, because he's got a real.
That's right.
I don't know. He's got real
contracts.
He's got real
Donald
benefits
Trump
and
pays
stuff.
me the big bucks to do nothing all day.
To exercise the wrath of God.
To exercise, and then over the extra fries.
All right, Jeb. Tell them where to find us, and I don't know.
Well, yeah, that wraps up the episode. If you guys go ahead and like and subscribe, smash that notification bell. Give it a smash. And make sure to keep in tune for the next episode where Jacob will be hosting. It'll be a little surprise, but you never know who the next host will be here on the Profoundless podcast, where we have profound thoughts. Oh, wait a minute. We have profound conversations with less thought. Obviously, I didn't think that through. So, nothing new.
On brand. It's just on brand.
We know what we're doing.
All right.
Yeah.
See you in the next one. Turn it off. Stop!
Stop!